We've got Bruno with me. You are taking on Joshua Alvarez. Dirty boxing number 6. You're going to start off the night. And from the sounds of it, it sounds like you're going to do it with a bang. How excited are you to get there and compete in dirty boxing?
I'm super excited, man. I was actually part of the first show, like the expedition show.
Yeah.
And I was actually the second most viral fighter next to Yoel Romero, where we did the double back spins, the
Okay.
double back fists, where at the end of the third round, Mikey Lynn Harris caught me with a backspin, and I countered right back with a backspin off of his backspin. So we got like over 1 million views. And I'm just excited, man. This is definitely my style of fighting. I've been doing MMA for a little bit, and I was dealing with some injuries, like a knee injury. I was fighting with a torn ACL for a long time. The last time I actually fought for Dirty Box, I fought with a torn ACL. You can actually, yeah, like my knee was actually giving out like mid fight, like it was buckling, and so, but I got it fixed. I got my ACL reconstructed, and I'm stronger than ever. So I'm super excited to just get in there and finally be able to just strike. I'm naturally a striker. It's just I've been fighting with a torn ACL for like 4 years, so I had to turn into a grappler. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. Yeah.
now that I got it fixed, man, I'm ready to go.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that you got it fixed. It looks like you took an MMA fight, August of last year and you got the W. So you've been active since last time we seen you in dirty boxing. With all that said, doing that, I'm sure you've had a lot of time to reflect because you probably weren't able to train. Do you feel like you're going to come back and be a different fighter this time around?
Oh, 100%, man. Not to give, I guess I'm gonna just be real. Like I've given my life to Jesus. I'm 100% sober now. Like the last time when I fought for Dirty Boxing, I was smoking a lot of weed and drinking a lot. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff I shouldn't have been doing, so that definitely messed up with my cardio. But now that I'm 100% sober, I'm just a different animal. I
Mhm.
ran like 10 miles 2 weeks ago. Like my cardio's insane. I'm ready to go from like 0 to 1,000 from bell to bell, and I'm ready to make it exciting, man. I fought in August, 6 months post op, and I got the quick first round TKO, and I'm looking to do the same again.
Nice, nice. I'm going to take a quote from your IG. Walk by faith, not by sight. What does that
That's
mean to
First
you?
Corinthians 5:7.
What does
That's a
that mean?
Bible verse from the book of Corinthians. That's just a lot of times like people don't like to move because they don't see the outcome of things. But now, all my faith, like I trust God, I trust Jesus Christ so faithfully. Like I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know He got me. You know what I'm saying? So walking by faith is just like a little different. It's deciding to move forward without knowing what's gonna happen, but just knowing that if God got me to it, He gonna get me through it.
Yeah, amazing. I'm not sure if you've seen Dirty Boxing 5, but there was actually a fighter came out to Gardens in Heaven by a Christian artist, and it was actually a phenomenal song for an entry music. I'm not sure if you caught that or not, but it was actually pretty awesome.
I think I did. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
Brandon
picked a
Lake.
pretty good.
Brandon Lake was the art, or is Brandon Lake the artist? I think it's Brandon Lake.
Yeah, I picked a really good banger too. I found it one day when I just go on long runs sometimes, and I let like Spotify like just play songs, and I listen to mainly like Christian music. And this
Okay.
banger came on. It was called He Said God Got Me. It's by District Music, bro. It's so good. It's a song
Okay.
I'm gonna walk out to, man. That thing just charges me up, bro. So I
Yeah.
listen to it on my runs and before I go sparring. So it definitely, yeah, keeps me going.
For sure, for sure. I mean, great way to set the tone for sure. Joshua Alvarez, what do you know about him? I mean, he's got one bare knuckle, or sorry, got one karate combat fight on his resume, and making his debut in dirty boxing.
So I did, this is pro. So we got to do our research. We got a game plan. We got to study. I looked up a lot of his stuff. I'm looking at the stats also. I see that I am the bigger fighter coming into this. I do have the longer reach. His reach is like 67. Mine's about 72. He's also 5'7". I'm about 5'10". So I feel like that's definitely gonna make the difference. He's gonna be forced to come forward, or he's not gonna touch me. So I feel like I'm gonna definitely just, be a smart fighter. Look for a quick finish, if he gives it to me. But I see he's a tough guy. I don't really know much about him. Like I said, I just seen his fights on YouTube and stuff like that. And he has heart. He seems like a good guy. He's just, he's we're here to do, we're here to work. This is what we do. This is what we sign up for. So, like I said, I'm not. Man, like my, 1 Corinthians 5:7, man, I walk by faith, not by sight, man. God got me here. He gonna get me through this. So I'm chilling.
Absolutely. Um, when you went out there your first time, I'm sure there's all that energy, that excitement. Um, do you think it's gonna be an advantage for you having gone through that once and knowing that he's gonna be going through it for the first time, trying to adapt to the rule set? He may be a split second slower in certain areas, just making sure that he stays within the rule set. Do you feel that that is going to, potentially give you just a split hair edge, and especially early on?
I feel like I know dirty boxing is a lot more boxing based, but it's also, dirty boxing where clinches are allowed and elbows are allowed. And I feel like the fact that he has to get close to me just to be able to strike me just because I'm a bigger fighter, you know what I mean? I feel like that's going to give me a lot of the advantage, especially because I'm able to clinch him up. He comes from more of a bare knuckle background, which is more of like a traditional boxing style, I want to say. So, I mean, I've been boxing my whole life. I started when I was like 14 years old. I was a Golden Runs contender. I've been fighting since 2009. I feel like I have a lot of experience. And I feel like my MMA background and definitely the fact that I've been in the dirty boxing ring already is definitely, gives me a bit of an advantage for sure.
Gotcha. I mean, this one's taking place at 160. I see you fought at everywhere from, 155 all the way up into the 170s. What was the reason that it's at 160, and do you feel comfortable at this weight?
So I've always fought at welterweight my whole amateur career and everything, but in MMA, those welterweights, they're just getting really big. So it would make like a big difference with the grappling. You know what I mean? Like, cause they weigh in at 170, but then they're back up like 220 the day of the fight. You know what I'm saying? So, and I naturally walk around like 185, 190. Okay. So, no, 160 is definitely doable. I was doing it more for MMA just because those guys are so big in the MMA scene. But yeah, I'm comfortable at 160. I mean, it's a cut. A cut is a cut,
How you feeling right now? All of 10 days away.
I feel good. I'll be honest. I'm actually a whole lot smarter now. Like I've been doing this for a while, man. Like I said, I've been fighting since 2009, so I just know how to diet now, like what not to eat, what to eat. And I eat really healthy in general. I eat like a lot of fruit, grass-fed beef, salads. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm about like
You are weight?
174 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like 174, fully hydrated. So I haven't started cutting yet.
Gotcha. Well, you're definitely within striking distance, so love to hear it that you're prepared. You got a plan in place. What can the fans expect if they didn't see that first trial run of you and they're tuning in? They've kept dirty boxing after that. What can they expect from you as a fighter? And between you and Joshua, what type of match will it be?
I feel like if he comes how he's come in all of the fights that I did watch, I feel like it's potential fight of the night because he doesn't like to move back and I don't like to move back. So we're definitely gonna clash. I want to say it's gonna be like a Max Holloway, Gaethje type of thing. As long as he meets me right there, I showed it in the last fight. I told Mikey Lynn Harris, see me in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got everybody knows me already, man. Like, I'm a dog, bro, and I've I got a bad habit of turning fights into dog fights. My coach gets pissed. He's like, "You could have finished him. Why you make it into a dog?" It's been plenty of MMA fights if you watch. I got the guys on the ground and I just stand them up because I like to bang. You know, so yeah, like just expect a banger, especially if he's coming to fight. So it's you know.
Absolutely, man. One last one for me. If Joshua's watching this interview, what do you want to say to him?
What's up? I don't know. I see you fight night.
Short and sweet.
I don't know. Like, I'm not much of those. Like, I'm not a McGregor where I'm gonna like be insulting the guy. Like, at the end of the day, like we're here to fight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm supposed to be an ambassador of Jesus Christ. So I don't want to misrepresent my Lord and Savior. I'm not gonna hold back of the deliverance and salvation over my life, and I'm not gonna be a poor representation either.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you joining me. Cut the rest of that weight safe, and we'll see you there in Miami.
Yes, sir. I'm excited.